This tutorial is all about protecting the tips of pointe shoes by gluing a protective layer onto the platform, like this. Now there are lots of products on the market to do this, things like this, and crochet tip, suede tips. All of them are effective. The most economical way is the suede tip. Suede tips come in different sizes, so your pointe shoe fitter will recommend the best size for the shoe you've chosen. But all of them need trimming. They're all slightly long. This one fits this shoe perfectly on the platform, but it's too long and it will need trimming. This suede tip is too big. You can see that any way I move it around, it's always going to come off at the edge, and that's dangerous. So get the right size tip for your shoe. The tips are stuck on using fabric glue, and again there are several on the market. This one is a more generic fabric glue, and this one has been created specifically for pointe shoes. Is one better than the other? Well, this one's easier to control. It's got a very fine nozzle. In terms of strength, they're the same. As always, the more specialised product will be more expensive, but hopefully your dance shop will offer both, and you can make a choice based on your budget and your confidence. Place the tip onto the platform, hold it with your finger, and you can see it's slightly long. And as it's suede, you can just score it with a fingernail. You'll see you'll cut the brand name off. What's left me with my suede tip? Little markers on the shoe just inside the suede tip will help give you confidence where to place the glue on the shoe. Apply the glue to the shoe and to the suede tip. You can see on this one how easy it is to control with this tiny nozzle. Turn it upside down to store on a clean surface. And the same to the suede tip. You can see it's easier to do this if you place it on a piece of paper. Now the instructions here tell me to leave it for 3 minutes for these two surfaces to become tacky. I've left that for just over 3 minutes. Both surfaces are tacky and this can be stuck on. Straight over the marks. I want all the edges flush, so that is completely flat, and I'm going to flatten all of this. This shoe has a wider platform, so I'm going to use the bigger suede tip, and I'm also going to use the other glue to demonstrate. It will need trimming, and I'm going to mark it a little bit, but you can see how this one's easier to follow. So it doesn't need quite as much pencil marking as a guide. Just a couple of markers. Scored and trimmed. There's more of a shape to this one. Glued on the shoes and on the suede tip. I like to smooth this glue so it isn't lumpy, and the same on this one. Smooth it out. I'm using the cut off piece of suede tip here. Don't want to touch it. That's now. That surface is much smoother now, and I can leave it to become tacky. According to the instructions, that'll be 10 minutes. Surface is ready to glue. Keep pressing and sealing the edges. I find I hold my breath the entire time. And finally, wash hands.